Hello everybody! Welcome back to another unboxing. I know these are kind of getting ridiculous, but it is the time of year that we are ramping up towards hunting season, and I'm trying my best to show you guys all of the different things that I will use this year, and that is a combination of things. I hunt out of saddles, I hunt out of tree stands, I use binoculars, I use rangefinders, I use arrows. Like, I'm trying to literally show you guys everything, and so there's going to be a jam-packed amount of unboxings here leading up to season. So with that, we're getting into something brand new on the market, and that is GRiT. So GRiT is essentially the working man's affordable standard saddle system. So it is basically the system that is going to get you in the woods for a very affordable price and very stripped down. It's basic stuff. It's like one of each thing that you need, and then you're ready to go. So I know saddle hunting can be a little bit, I don't know, overwhelming or intimidating maybe. It just seems like there's a lot of moving parts, and I totally understand that. So with that, I'm gonna break it down with the new GRiT line and show you guys a very easy and seamless way to get into saddle hunting, especially if you're not sure if you're gonna end up liking it. This is a good way to not break the bank and still try it out. So I'm gonna show you all of the pieces, and then there's extra accessories that are not necessarily something that you have to have, but might make your life easier. So I'll show you all of that. GRiT is from Tethered, which I work very heavily with. I love Tethered. I've used their stuff since 2020, I believe, and I am a big public land hunter, so the mobile system is just like the way to go in my opinion when you're trying to bounce around like I do. So anyway, we're gonna get into it. So I kind of have a lot going on right here. I'm gonna show you the actual kits themselves. So this is what you're gonna get when you order the system. So you're getting the workhorse saddle, and it comes with obviously the saddle. You're gonna get your tether and lineman belt, and then you're also gonna get the reclining back strap, which 10 out of 10 recommend those. They come in different color options. This is the Realtree APX, and then they also have Bottomlands, which I think looks really slick. And I don't know, they might have one that's just like plain. Don't hold me to that, I'd actually have to look that up. But these two cool camo patterns maybe match something that you have. So we're gonna open this right now. Maybe. So when you open the box, you're gonna get a nice little thank you with some stickers, which is pretty cool. This also has your warranty on it, so you scan the QR code and you can register your stuff for your warranty. Then on top we've got the recliner, and I'm gonna open this. I'm gonna show you guys everything. This is basically a simplified version of everything that I run already with the Tethered stuff. So you're gonna get your back support that matches your saddle. And this literally is a lifesaver when you're in the tree. I mean, I think saddle hunting is comfortable, but if you're doing all day sits, like there's times that you don't want to sit in the same exact position all day. So like having this is so helpful. You can just kind of lean in it. I love this. So you get the fancy schmancy recliner. And everything in here is called like the workhorse line. So anytime I refer to something, if you're looking to add to your system, you're gonna look for the workhorse accessories. Okay, then we get our tether, and you get the 11 millimeter with a Prusik knot and a carabiner. And truth be told, it really does not matter whether you use this rope for your lineman belt or your tether, or you use the other one that comes in it. They literally they're designed to do the same thing. You can swap them out for whichever you prefer. But you're essentially gonna take the big part, wrap it around the tree, and then feed it through the end. Pull it tight, and then this is what you're either gonna hang from, or you'll have your saddle on, and you'll have 2 carabiners. So you'll take your other carabiner, which is this clip here, and you're gonna clip one side to your saddle, toss the other end around the tree, and then clip this side to your saddle, and that's what you're gonna use as you climb. So this is the first rope. And then this one would be your lineman belt, or vice versa. They come in different colors, so you can like choose, but same thing. 11mm prusik knot carabiner. So pretty handy, and it's really like good rope. It's real thick, good quality. It's not like a slick kind of rope. So yeah, those are your ropes. That's what you're gonna use to get up and down, and then obviously once you're up there, you're gonna hang from. So with that, obviously, last but not least, you have your actual workhorse saddle. And this is the first I'm actually getting to really look at it, but it's got really good deep pockets for any accessories. Yeah, like super deep pockets on both sides. And it's super simple. You got your leg straps, and all you do is step into it, which is gonna be hard to show you from behind the table, but you step through your leg straps, or you could unclip them. Pull it up. This is your bridge, so this is what you're gonna actually hang from. And then you basically just wear it like a belt. Clip it in. Now I will say you can choose to feed it through your belt loops on your pants, or you don't have to. You can just kind of wear it, a little bit tighter. I like to wear them through my belt loops typically because when I'm walking, if I don't have a suspender kit or anything, then sometimes it'll slide down as I'm walking. So I like to feed it through so that way it stays. But you definitely don't have to. Or you could do that when you walk, and then when you get to the tree, you could just take it out of that part if you want to. The nice thing about saddles is everything is so custom. So like, just because, I do it a certain way doesn't mean you have to do it that way. Obviously, like, be safe, but you can definitely customize everything. So yeah, then you're just gonna wear it like this. I don't know if you guys can see it. And yeah, so pretty simple. Like, I would probably tighten all this stuff, and like, I'm not a very big person, so I would probably chop some of these ends off. That way it's not extra ropes hanging. But yeah, pretty straightforward. This is your bridge where you're gonna hang from. And you got these pockets where you can shove your accessories, or say once you get up in the tree, you can stick extra ropes in it. I'm doing this really messy, but it's perfect for any accessories. So super seamless, very straightforward. I know it can be intimidating, but I promise, like, if you get the stuff now and practice with it before you actually try to go hunting, it will make your life so much easier, and you'll feel comfortable. And once you're up there, it'll be like second nature, truthfully. I love saddles, like I really do, especially when I'm on public. It's just so nice, and I think they're comfortable. So that is your main workhorse kit. That's what you're gonna get, and that is literally the bare bones of what you would need to start saddle hunting. It's not as crazy as everybody makes it seem. Now, I will say there are extra accessories that you can get. First being, and you would probably need this, the workhorse platform. So this is what you're standing on. This is 3 pounds. It's rated for 300 pounds. I think all of the saddle systems are rated for 300 pounds. And then the dimensions are 11.5 by 11.5. So I guess I can show you guys. I didn't bring a knife out here. Hold on. Ooh, I actually like this one better than mine because it's brown. My current platform is silver. Okay, so this is what you're gonna get. This is your platform, and this bracket up top, you're just gonna take that screw and attach it here. It'll spin, so any kind of tree, depending on how it's leaning, you'll be able to kind of adjust it to fit however the tree is positioned. And then you also have this set screw down here in the bottom, like in the center, that you twist, and that will determine the angle of your platform. So if you want it real steep, or if you're on a tree that's awkward, you could definitely adjust it that way. Or if it's like, let's just say, leaning away from you and you need to be more level, you can just twist that out and it'll make it more flat. So it literally essentially adjusts the post based on the tree. So I like this a lot. I actually might use this one instead of my current one because I like the color. This is really cool. So workhorse platform, and then obviously to attach it, you just have a buckle strap. Goes in the center around this center post here. Loop one side, around the tree, loop it, make it tight. And you would attach this the same way you would a tree stand, like a lock-on. You're just gonna kind of cinch it down into the tree. And if you guys saw my how to climb video, or how I climb video, that'll kind of break it down to you how to really use a lot of this stuff, or at least how I use a lot of this stuff. So if you're not sure once you get everything what to do, then I have another video that I already have posted. Actually, I'll attach it right here. That way you guys can click on that and watch it, just so you can see the breakdown of at least how I do it. With that, you also have the option of a platform pack. And basically this is what you would put your platform in if you don't want to carry a backpack. So you would wear it as a backpack. And this pack also has a little MOLLE system, so you can attach any sort of like clips and accessories, which could help carry your sticks or any other thing that you might need to kind of shove in here. So with this, and then also the pouches within the saddle itself, you really don't need to bring a lot else. Like, this is a lot of space, truthfully, and I think it'll be able to carry pretty much everything you would need. Now, if you are like me and you film or carry camera gear and extra stuff, then yeah, you might want a backpack. I take a backpack, but that's just because I have a lot of stuff. But you don't need it. If you're trying to be super lightweight, this is definitely the way to go. Then we're just gonna kind of get into some accessories. So the first thing that is really catching my eye is the cushion. And this, I think, is better than the tethered one, truthfully. I really like how thick and padded it is. It's a super basic, like, not styrofoam, but almost like styrofoam kind of material. I don't quite know what it would be, but it is very, like, necessary to have a knee cushion of some kind, even if it's not this one, but some kind of cushion you need to have, because if you're doing any kind of like sits for any length of time, you're gonna want to lean, and that's where the back support comes in handy too. But the knee pad will save your knees, because some trees are not very nice with their bark, and when you're literally sticking your knee in the tree the whole time, it definitely gets uncomfortable. So I would recommend something like this, where it's at least 1.5 inches, maybe even 2 inches thick. I mean, this is super lightweight though, so like it's not like it's adding any weight to your setup, but definitely bring something like this. It will save your knees. So I'm intrigued by this. I'm actually going to use this, test it out, because I have been looking for something that's a little less bulky than what my current one is. It's just like something I got at Walmart, some like thick bleacher seat thing. But I like this. So definitely recommend something like that. And then this one is the Fold and Go. So basically this is something you could use. Actually, let me backtrack. I'll show you this first, because this and this go together. So this is the his strap, and this wraps around the tree and has a ton of loops in it. So basically, you can see tons and tons of loops. So you wrap this around the tree and you can hang any accessory you could possibly think of from this thing. So it's super handy when you just want to be like hands-free, get everything out of your way. And then that way it's like you can hang it above you, or kind of like in your face maybe a little bit. That way you can just easily grab things. I personally like to hang this really, really high and then hang my bow off of it, which is where this part comes in. This is the Fold and Go. And it's not a step, but it is a essentially just something you can hang whatever you want. So you can hang your bow off of this, you could hang calls, you could hang your rangefinder. But it is meant to fit right up into one of these loops here. Kind of just put it in sideways through the center. And then it'll hang on the flat edge against the tree. Just like this. And so if you hang it above you, or, you know, relatively forehead height or higher, you can then just grab your bow. Everything's like right here for you, so you don't have to like do a lot of movement. So I use this all the time, love it. And everything is so lightweight. Like it's meant to be lightweight for you to be mobile. So that's what's also awesome, is like you don't have to feel like you're bringing all this stuff and it's gonna weigh that much. It really doesn't. Okay, so next we have the Quick Draw bow hook. And truthfully, I have not used this yet, but I feel like maybe I should. Designed to work with his strap, it's light, strong, simple to use, attaches to the sight or quiver frame on your bow with 2 small bolts. You can also use a quick draw on other items like quivers or gear you don't want to hang. This is what, oh, this is actually handy. I might put my quiver on this. I typically leave my quiver on my bow, even though everyone tells me not to. It's personal preference in my opinion, but basically this is quick draw, so it's meant to attach to your bow or any accessory that you want to maybe hang or have quick access to. So if you don't want the fold and go, or let's say maybe you're using your fold and go to hang your backpack, then this would be convenient to put on your bow, and you could easily hook it into a strap and then take it off. So I personally have not tried this, but I think maybe I should. This will be handy to put my quiver maybe on. Okay, then last but not least, we have probably one of my favorite accessories, and that is the suspender kit. And I love this because I always find that my saddle slides down when I'm walking. Not all of my pants have belt loops, so sometimes I'm like, okay, I have to like, you know, do the wiggle. So this I think is super handy. I actually have this on my other saddle. It's not the GRiT version, but it is the tethered version. Same thing basically. These are just a little bit more affordable. So, I mean, you literally just wear them as suspenders and it keeps your saddle up. You just attach them wherever, like all around the saddle, you're gonna notice there's these little loops. And so like that is what you would feed the other end through. Or even, I guess technically you could just, this has like a clip on the one side. So anyway, the option to have the suspenders is designed into the saddle. So if you do want those, I love them. I really, truly do. I wear them. And you have these extra loops here that you could use for anything. I typically have one that is on my side, and I will sometimes feed the top of my platform through it. That way, as I'm climbing, I can just have it on my hip, and then once I'm at the top, then I can just slip it out of here. Sometimes I'll use a gear strap, sometimes I'll use like something, because I do have different saddles, so just kind of depends which one I'm working with. But these are handy for just like looping something quick or clipping on, even if it's like your bow rope or something. So yeah, I think that pretty well covers all of the accessories. The only other thing that I don't have in front of me is the workhorse sticks, so your climbing sticks. And essentially they're kind of an in-between of the one sticks and the Skeletors. So kind of a mid-grade, mid-weight sort of stick, but they're still super easy to put up. So that wraps it up for the GRiT workhorse system. So if there's anything that you guys see here that you like, or you want to order a kit for yourself, go to gritgear.com. You can also find them on Instagram at GRiT Hunting Gear, and you can take a look for yourself, see if you see something that you like. If you're curious about saddle hunting, this is definitely the way to step a foot in, you know, feel the water, see what you think, and, you know, it doesn't break the bank if you decide that it's not for you. Saddle hunting is not for everyone. I think there's this I don't know, this like stigma out there that you either have to love it or nothing, but like the reality is saddle hunting is meant for the mobile hunter who wants to maybe move around a lot and doesn't want to dedicate to one tree, or you know, maybe you're on a new property that you just aren't familiar with and you just want to bounce around and experiment. So I love it for public land. So if that doesn't apply to you, then maybe this isn't for you. But if you are curious about saddle hunting or you want to try a new method, this is the way to get your foot in the door. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am really excited about trying some of this stuff out. I am doing a bunch of public land stuff this year. It's coming up quick, so if you guys are interested in saddle hunting, now is the time to get it. Get out there and practice with it. And if you have any questions, refer to some of my other videos I've got out there about saddle hunting, or feel free to leave a comment. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.